Amanda and welcome to Amanda Lee Beauty. Thank you for stopping by. Today I have a makeup tutorial, not on this look, because Lord knows that just wouldn't work out for me. No, I will insert a picture of the look that I have in store for today. It is also the picture that is on the thumbnail. I unfortunately did not have enough storage on my phone to film an intro and an outro, so I had to film the video. The makeup look took an hour. If you are interested in how I got the makeup look of the photo I'm going to insert, please stay tuned and we'll get right on into the video. I would just do my base first and I would do one eye. I stuck with one palette, something I thought maybe everybody would have, and if you didn't have it, you could still get it. It's not limited edition. So I did this with my Lorac Pro palette. When we're done with this eye, I will link down below what I had used on my face prior to, and we will finish off all of the fun stuff. So we're going to start off with my NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and I'm using it in the shade Light to Vanilla, and I'm going to prime my eye with this. I'm going to use my Real Techniques Essential Foundation Brush. This is perfect because I can get the whole space and blend it out in a very timely manner, as well as moderately carve out my eyebrow. I'm going to set using my Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, and I'm just going to set my eyelid before it has a chance to crease. And I'm just using patting motions to really push that in, and also being careful not to go over my eyebrow. This is going to set your concealer in place, and it's also going to make it easier for the eyeshadows to blend over top of it. Now using my Bedazzle Tools 785 brush, yes, my 785 blending brush, I'm going to use this shade Sable right here as my transition shade. No, it's not Sable, it's Taupe, the shade Taupe. And I'm going to start at the tip of my eyebrow. I'm going to work it down in a V and also in towards my socket. Now I'm going to go in with my Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush, and I'm going to dip into the color Sable this time. It's this one right here. It's a very rich, warm brown. I'm repeating the same process. Down in a V, up into my crease. Starting it here. Now I'm just going to take my blending brush and softly blend that out. Go back in and build that up a little bit more. Love the Lorac shadows. They blend out so nicely. I dipped back into Sable and a tiny tap into Espresso, only because I accidentally did that on my other eye unintentionally. Blend that out. Now I'm taking my Sigma Small Tapered Blending E45 brush, and I'm going to use that in the black shade in this palette. With all of these shadows, I'm making the very same shape I did before, just one below the next one. Back into my Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush to blend out that black. Dip it into sable. Back in with that Sigma. Now I'm going to go in with my blending brush in the shade 2. Now I'm going to take my Zoeva 234 Luxe Smoky Shader Brush. I'm going to go into this cream shade here for a matte, just to provide some background and some coverage under the shimmer shades. I'm going to go over top of that. Now I'm going in with light bronze and gold. Light bronze right here, gold right here for my lid. Go in with my Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush and just blend that in. Now I'm just going to take that shade of light bronze and I'm going to put that in my brow bone. Taking my blending brush again, dipping into taupe very lightly. Point in my brow. And I just want to buff the edges of that in. Next, using my NYX Liquid Noir liquid liner, tiniest little brush tip, I love this. I'm going to do my winged liner. But this I'll have to do off camera. Now my liner is done, so I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy, and I'm going to add the glitter to my lid. I'm bringing it halfway into the lid, stopping like right on the center. And as you can see, I am drawing it up a little bit into my crease, so it is more visible when my eyes are open. Now I'm going to tightline. And also the outer perimeter of my bottom lid. Just a quarter of the way in. Next up are lashes. I'm going to use this style lash by Tarte. It is in the style Goddess. They're just beautiful. Very full, very full and voluminous, and they're also very long, so I'm quite pleased with them. I've never used Tarte lashes before, so this was my first time. Now they are a thick band, so I'm going to round them out just to help with shaping it to my eye. Now I know pretty much how much to cut off because of my other lash, so I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to cut off this much. Now I'm going to size that to make sure. And it's perfect. Now I'm going to glue them, and you want to let your glue sit on your lashes for about 30 seconds so they can get a little bit sticky. Now I like to look down when I do mine because it's easier, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. to make sure that they are well blended, I'm going to put my mascara on. Mainly focusing at the base of the lash. Again, using my NARS Soft Matte Creamy Concealer, I'm going to use my same foundation brush that I did before for my eyes, and I'm going to conceal and highlight under my eyes. See how brightening that already is, and I love how this brush not only applies it, but it blends it in at the same time. Notice for my face, I do not highlight my chin because I have a very pronounced chin. And I'm putting special focus here. That's where my smile lines are. Now my forehead. Sponge, just to blend out the edges. I take the butt end over my lip, edge of the concealer, because it has just a tiny bit left over my foundation on it, and this is just going to help it to mesh together a little bit better. Now I'm going to use my Anastasia foundation stick in the shade Fawn to contour, and then I will go in and cream bronze. I like to cream bronze after my contour just because I feel like it gradiates it in better. Starting here at the tip of my ear, I'm only bringing it in to the outer corner of my eye. Also going to do it at the temples of my forehead, and I'm also going to do my nose. I'm going to use a Real Technique stippling brush to blend that out. This is going to keep it more precise, and it's really going to soften the edge, as you can see. To soften up the edges, I'm going to use the butt end of my beauty blender. To cream bronze, I'm going to use my Tartiest Pro palette, and I'm going to use the color Shade and the very same brush that I blended out my nose contour with. My Bedelum Tools 955 brush to blend out that cream bronzer. And I love how this bronzer blends out. You can see it's very effortless. I'm using a very soft hand. Now I'm going to take my beauty blender again. Make sure that there is no creasing in my concealer. Now I'm going to go through and set the rest of my face with my Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I'm going to start with my under eyes and spread out from there. Now using my NARS Assist palette, I'm going to powder bronze just to really further set down that cream bronzer, and also to kind of bring it back, because when you set the rest of your face, it can sometimes dull out all those cream bronzers we had already laid down. I'm going to go in with my Milani Luminoso blush, or my Milani blush in the shade Luminoso, I should really say. Oh, come on. Fucking thing. And I'm going to use my Zoeva 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek brush. Staying on the apples of my cheeks and the highest point of my cheekbones. Bronzer brush again. Now I'm going to highlight, and I'm going to use the color Strobe and Stunner, mostly Strobe. Again with my bronzer brush to buff that in, and I will go over it again with my blush brush. Now taking my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, I'm going to dip into the shades Dim Light and Incandescent Light, and I'm just going to finish off my face. This is not a setting powder, this is a finishing powder, and I'm going to lightly buff that in all over my face. I'm going to polish off my bottom lash line, so I'm going to pick up my Lorac palette using a pencil brush. This is my Bedellum Tools 780 pencil brush, and I'm going to dip into Sable. I'm going to go in for my inner corner highlight using my Sigma Shader Lid E56 brush. I'm going to pick up the shade White right here. It's kind of like a satin matte. And then I'm dipping into light bronze and I'm going over that. Taking my Rimmel eye kohl, my IT Cosmetics Superhero mascara, which I'm in love with. I got this in my Ipsy bag. I really want to get the full size. Now I'm I'm just going to comb through my eyebrows just to check them over, see if I have to touch them up. Star of the show is my red lip, and this is a NYX Butter Gloss, but first I'm going, and it's in the shade Cherry Pie, but first I'm going to go down with the NYX matte lipstick, and this is in the shade MLS10 Perfect Red. I have worn this before, especially on Halloween, and I love it. Sample the other day at Sephora because I had to make an exchange. It's the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. So let's give it a little try. I tried it once the other day, but I can't remember what I thought of it.
Feels like I'm spraying nothing on my face. Very nice.
I like the spritzer, but we know what happened with the Tarte one. That's exactly what I exchanged. Well, I hope you liked this look. My name is Amanda, and if you did like this look, please like and subscribe. Comment down below what you want to see next, and know that soon I will have a new camera. This ghetto-ness will not last forever, okay? Thank you for hanging in there, guys, and this is my recreation of a makeup look that I felt inspired by. Have a good day.